I think that this will likely work out a whole lot better than Kryvor, in large part because of the Trident and the fact that the zone is closing soon. And on this next zone close, it'll be that much more difficult to focus ZZ, even in this choke that they're currently holding.
Yeah, every team that is holding currently, that's trying to just push teams away from them. They don't even need to kill them. They just need to make sure that you're not inting us, because when you engage on another team, we could potentially 3P, because we saw 3 teams playing on top of each other right there. So all 3 of them just want to make sure that they're not the ones who get inted so that they can 3P. But when you're in a tight spot like that, unless you time your ults perfectly and your utility, you can easily get naded out when you're playing that close on top of each other. So they gotta make sure to stay vigilant on scouting ahead and pre-planning. And the zone pool's even way further south. Shopify Rebellion, TSM, and Virtus Pro all insanely happy right now as they're holding off their spot. Virtus Pro, however, could get engaged on by 2 different teams, never mind the fact that they could also get evac on top of each other. But TSM looking very likely to place good into late game.
I mean, heck, like I'm thinking about Ring 3 scans with people like Sentinels and, like we said, FYR Strays on top, but if we're looking down towards the south side of the map, the fact that 100 Thieves rolled a Mythic crate could actually be a big problem for Durags and Virtus Pro. Depending on what you pull out of that, if it's a Kraber, you could very suddenly find yourself in trouble. And speaking of teams that could suddenly find themselves in trouble, Hot Dog Mafia are taking an evac tower into the unknown. So let's take a listen in with Hot Dog Mafia as they land.
Landing bottom build right here.
Okay. Careful getting stuffed.
Yeah, we're fine.
Landed.
There's a team above us.
Out.
Team in left red room is peeking. Skittle, we have to do the Q play that we did yesterday with Crypto Drone, but you have to do it blind and go to that leg. I'm pretty sure it's free.
Freeze.
Falling.
Setting TP down here.
Right wall didn't extend, Care.
Okay. Yep, careful height. Gonna have to get to like the corner spot next, probably. Q.
Alter Q on it, right? That's red room, that's red room.
Evac.
Balloon, I'm shooting it out, the evac.
Good strategy planning right there by Hot Dog Mafia, as they already have Q's pre-planned with that altar as well, knowing where they need to go, making sure that nobody was there. Luckily, they didn't just run into somebody, because that could have started a whole chaos. However, got his spot into the next zone fairly comfortably, but they're not safe just yet. When they see the next zone reveal, they still need to make several moves to be safe.
Does Vertholz see Virtus Pro moving up this hill on them? 100 Thieves are so laser focused on Durags right now. Virtus Pro could very well spring a trap as soon as this fight breaks out. This bottom side of the map has a lot of focus on it. These 3 teams, and now with 2 bubbles, are definitely going to force a fight. In goes Jen Burton. Bubble swing not going his way, but you know Virtus Pro are coming up behind this. Right now, 100 Thieves are winning the fight. They haven't lost anybody yet, but they have lost a lot of utility. Durags go down, 100 Thieves reset inside their own bubble that expires immediately. But they're eating a Gibby ult. Even with that, though, Virtus Pro gets shoved back.
Virtus Pro not fully committing on that. They tried to time it with a well-placed Gibraltar ult, but opts to rotate instead for that positioning, which honestly is not a bad decision because they were on triple blue and not really maybe as stacked. However, 100 Thieves really showcasing how to bubble fight properly as they take down that team with ease.
Orin and Leave No Witnesses both gone now. And we are whittled down to 16 squads. Zone Spammers, maybe one of the next squads to leave, as they are positioned way far up north. And every team up north, like you mentioned, every team that's still holding on to a spot inside of Launchpad is going to have a miserable time running up this hill. It's extremely difficult, even for Zone Spammers, who are doing a great job of finding damage right now, and playing for kills seems to be their answer.
They have to play for something, and right now they hear a fight unfold, so they're going to look to 3P this fight potentially, as the fight inside a house goes for one, almost a trade. Actually, second people got down. One team gets fully eliminated now, as they're going to get pushed up from behind. I don't think they know yet.
DGAP have fallen, and Zone Spammers are right on top of this building, forcing these 2 teams to fight. Caustic Gas actually gives Zone Spammers zone priority technically, but rotating out underneath them seems to have solved that problem. Zone Spammers don't want to full commit to the fight. Instead, they're going to alter Porter down onto it. Dark Knight does fall as Sacred finds a good pick initially, but Zone Spammers are quickly losing control as the zone spirals in on them. 5-star will go out, but ultimately it's the exit from this building that is going to take out another squad. Oblivion look down on Zone Spammers as 100 Thieves fight for high ground.
100 Thieves have been fighting indeed, and they're once again on VP. VP not looking to fight earlier on, is now getting punished by it. They're just playing in that one blue box, getting absolutely crossfired. GP ulted from top, crossfire through the box, and I'm not sure how they're still staying alive, and now they're going down by 2 different teams. 2 of the members are down, and it looks like 100 Thieves is gonna get pretty much, not the god spot, but a really solid spot if they can clean this fight up.
Nice guys, Zone Spammers, Virtus Pro, and Team Inferno now all gone. 10 squads left, a Kraber in the hands of Blinkster, and a safe retreat through the Void Nexus takes Oblivion right back home. 100 Thieves own this high ground though, and that's what Oblivion have really given up. Yes, they may be safe, but how do you get back up this hill to 100 Thieves, who have, I'm gonna call it a god spot.
Really solid spot actually that they've managed to put their hands onto, but the main reasoning for why it's strong right now is because this area where Sentinel is at right now, there's 4 teams and 2 teams underneath fighting from the same side, the northern side that we talked about. The collapse happening makes that spot so much safer. 100 Thieves very happy with that, fighting only 2 teams to get their spot in the next zone, and the zone actually ends, as you can see, right next to 100 Thieves. This is the god spot for the moment because it pulled straight on top of them. But all the remaining 6 teams on the northeast side are gonna have to fight now as 2 teams, the likes of TSM that we talked about earlier, and also 100 Thieves that we saw at that short anchor session, are gonna be holding out absolutely everybody.
Hot Dog Mafia counter slamming underneath. Do actually gain a whole lot of high ground for this. Unfortunately, this ult isn't going to get them a spot in zone, so they have to clean up kills like the one they just got on Jelly, but they're unable to finish the kill as the zone starts pressuring them in. Hot Dog Mafia are forced to just run straight into the zone and straight into the line of fire of teams like 100 Thieves and like FYR. They go down. Sentinels still manage to play the rock, but Sentinels are getting bubbled on. Team Falcons are down, and it's 100 Thieves who are really laughing here, watching everyone along with ZZ, and then poking at squads like Sentinels and Exterminators.
Nice bubble placement there to get the reset. The gas almost ticked them all the way down low. One of them got knocked, but they're still somehow getting this reset right underneath 100 Thieves. This actually helps 100 Thieves a lot because now they're making sure that they're not going to get pushed. I think just free shooting on the entire...
Challenge that in game 2.
They're gonna have to figure it out here and now. In game number 2, no more Caustic. You can see Jen Burton immediately locking into the Watson for game number 2. And as you can see, the stats for the rest of the lobby at the very top. Jen Burton, obviously, with record-breaking numbers. Blinkster with 4. And then it kind of just tapers off, right? Because you can only have so many. Dupe there with 2. Actually, that's crazy. If the kill disparity is 14 to that, okay, well, at least we can focus on where that circle's going, because I'm still mind blown, Dia.
I will say it's a bit uncanny, to be honest, to be securing that many kills. You participate in a lot of kills. To secure that many is a bit of an anomaly. We did get a teaser of where this next zone is going, though, and worth noting that Oblivion are actually already rotating into it, so they've got some advanced information. However, for other squads that surround the area and who's going to get the first chance to rotate in, Leave No Witnesses have got a pretty good rotation from Command Center, and given their positioning, I believe already have some information on where Ring is going. Zone Spammers also, coming through Cascade and DGAP through Cito, seem to know that this is pulling relatively centrally, and I love where Zone Spammers are positioning right now, right in these buildings on the low ground. If you set this up with some Watson fences, the zone pulls here more often than not, and you could easily find yourself in top 7.
I would rather play from that than the southern chokes either, because people are going to be looking to filter through the south side, and there's going to be more teams kind of coming in through there. But a brief look over here. Sacred in the distance, Blinkster. Now, mind you, Blinkster was the second top kill leader from match number 1 with, I believe, 4. That's a big difference there from the 13 comparatively to Jen Burton, but I also do love how you guys were talking about the anchor position in general and the types of weapons that they were utilizing, because of course, Monsoon out here grabbing the charge rifle and using it like nobody's business.
It's always been his thing. And
will be.
especially this season, that has become a real strength of whatever roster he is on. Virtus Pro, as they rotate in, are making use of a few different strengths, notably the Gibby Bubble Trident rotate, making Tridents an indispensable resource in 2025 for really any roster, but specifically here in Split 2, it has just been basically unhinged, the things that you're able to do. Once you get a Gibby Bubble and a Trident together, the world is your oyster. You can do whatever you want. You can go wherever you want, for a few seconds at least.
Just a few seconds for sure. I do love that we got Zone Spammers getting their res back in. It looks like it was DGAP that had been originally picked off the first member of Zone Spammers for game number 1. Other than that, no kills on the table. And as soon as I say that, we see a couple people with their pokes and prods thanks to the marksman rifles here, but we're still keeping tabs on 100 Thieves as they work to fight their way into that next circle where the large majority of our lobby has already made it. Probably just a few seconds left on this Gibby Bubble before it dissipates. And I hope that you're in a viable position when it happens, because we were starting to get stuck on those rocks. Wait, do we have a little hopper suit going on here? A little drive-by?
Maybe. There was a little bit of awkward news there, as it was almost like a triple, like, squad following squad following squad. TSM rotated in on the Trident. 100 Thieves tried to follow in their wake. Sentinels, I know, are taking exactly the same rotation as 100 Thieves were aiming for. So everybody got caught in this river in their Tridents, not exactly sure what they wanted to do, except for, of course, TSM, who were first in to make it, and have now set up on the low ground with plenty of rampart walls and Gibby Bubbles and even a Trident for cover. Sentinels, however, sieging them from above, could turn this haven into a night.
Oh, man.
There for TSM. Fortunately, Carter does get pushed up back via the charge rifle, but Sentinel's position, not a bad one, especially for this first ring. It's even inside the subsequent zone, although taking a look at the upper left-hand corner, I don't think they know that yet.
I'm okay with where this circle is going to, solely for the fact that we still have Gibby and Newcastle in play that have not been banned, because let's say we had banned some of those type of legends as opposed to Caustic based off the pick rate, you wouldn't have this much viable space in this next circle, because you're really going to be leaning on those bubbles, those amped covers, the Newcastle walls for longevity in this game. And if you're not there yet, you're gonna have to bully your way into it. And Team Inferno out here on that side by Launchpad will have to keep FYR Strays at bay. And it seems like they've already went ahead and backed on up.
Team Inferno are more focused on clearing their backs than they are pushing up to Devastated Coast. You want to force FYR Strays to take the long way around, to move through Echo HQ, and as we know, into the hands of Shopify Rebellion. If you're curious about who's where, let me remind you, Face It Watch does have a map feed, and it is fantastic.
Ooh. This is not fantastic. I was not anticipating this for the Exterminators, right? I was curious based off the roster mania, the name changes, all the things leading up to match day number 8. What would that look like for our team? I was not.
Inferno are more focused on clearing their backs than they are pushing up to Devastated Coast. You want to force FYR Strays to take the long way around, to move through Echo HQ, and as we know, into the hands of Shopify Rebellion. If you're curious about who's where, let me remind you, Face It Watch does have a map feed, and it is fantastic.
Ooh. This is not fantastic, though. I was not anticipating this for the Exterminators, right? I was curious based off the roster mania, the name changes, all the things leading up to match day number 8. What would that look like for our teams that had those changes? And Naughty and Jelly both are also gone. It's Shubi, the one-man army per se, that has to potentially grab those banners, but I think the line of sight is just not clear. So we'll keep tabs on how Shubi is going to be able to occupy this.
Best case scenario, Shubi grabs one banner and sticks the res right next door. Worst case scenario, Shubi grabs one banner and dies for it. And that's why you see him staying so still right now. Sentinels, however, they get to make a move. With this Trident, again, is invulnerable cover. They get to poke back at the Sheila, although Kidnap goes through. Oblivion look for it and actually manage to kidnap one. Sentinels now a duo.
Wait a second. Was Fun just sitting there on the other side of the portal with the Sheila? Because if so, that is one of the most brutal kidnaps ever. If someone takes me like that in an ALGS match and I meet my fate at the hands of a Sheila on the other side, I'm gonna get up, take a quick lap, come back, and hammer down. Because this is where we're going.
Sentinels are immediately out, by the way. They get taken down to a duo and they go, you know what? No, we're bubbling, we're leaving. And now it looks like they're heading up towards Cascade Falls, taking the long way around to craft a banner and then get everybody back into the game. A totally viable strategy, especially since ZZ were holding the crafter by Cito. But we know that Sentinels haven't actually hit Cascade Falls just yet, so this is a fresh crafter for them. Nice guys playing through the south side right now. Noticeable as a team that could act.
I have not used a 7.62 AK in Arena the entire time that I've played this way, so we'll see how that goes. This is not went the right way. There we go. Look at that. How did I not notice that? Right. We got Urgus pretty good. Nice. Wow, I missed those. Alright guys, go out there and get some kills. Got it. Okay. 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 And Mr. Turtles just swiped us. Unfortunately, what are we gonna do? Oh my god, he's using a pump shotgun with AP-20s. My man's is a lunatic. Alright guys, where are we going? No, 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 no! Oh. That's crazy. Ooh, I should have kept that game. That's unfortunate. chemistry going up. That's a W. Mr. Turtles, and he's on point today. Swinging me like a magnet. Oh, I just shot all around his head right there. That's unfortunate. Popped up Percy. Systems. I do get change systems.
Sorry, bro.
Damn, how'd that even happen? What the fuck?
Yeah, that was bad. I'm sorry.
I mean, I shot at you first, so I get it. I just don't understand how the double happened.
One of our teammates ran across the point as I was shooting at your head. Sorry.
Baka-buggy. No hits on that guy, man. Oh, he's coming from A? We got a double. Oh, we didn't get the MVP though. Big and push. I really wanted to get the MVP so I could get the XP bonus. Alright. I think one more match, one more W. Yeah, one more W or a really, really hard fought L. We'll get those two quests done. I think getting those two quests done will get me the mask I want. I want that cold mask Where's my PMC?
Actually wrap around and challenge Virtus Pro for their position, or move up towards high.
Reset.
Follow me.
I'm good.
We need to fight this, okay? They're gonna queue through. Place this.
One guy got knocked.
Place this. Shut the fuck up.
I'm healing, man! Fuck!
Okay, you're good.
Chill, please.
They're going right.
Watch your back, Kevin. Watch your back. There's ultra behind you.
I'm not detailing.
What's close?
I didn't.
Hey, he's dead. Guess what?
I'm looking. Yeah, look. There's one.
One guy crossed right.
New res, I think. I don't know.
They're dying.
They're dying.
They're just dead.
That's all of them?
There's one more.
There's one more.
I'm back to back.
Dead.
Reset.
Healing.
Good shit, boys.
We're good.
I'm looking. You're good. I'm looking.
They're back.
Playing out.
Way up again. These repetitive things that we've seen across regions is very interesting nonetheless, because on the EMEA we've seen a lot of down Bs that are almost a little bit more towards the middle side, and here we see a lot of more towards the eastern side of the maps. Is this... am I crazy? Is this my tinfoil hat?
I don't know. I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm not the person to check your sanity. But I'm here to support you in whatever your theory is, and I have a meme to send you later that will explain my position on this. For now, let's think a little bit about this ring. Team Inferno have a zone coming over to them at Stormcatcher. Just like you had mentioned, we are going up to the north. Leave no witnesses. Get a nice scan over in Command Center, and Oblivion and Orin seem to be rotating at the same time, as Oblivion again got the ring scan out of Forbidden Zone, and Orin finally rolled a ring console at Launchpad. So they both, coming from more or less the same place, longitudinally on the map, ended up getting the information that they needed to go north, needed to set up by Stormcatcher. How do you approach a Stormcatcher zone, though, Graceful? Because this one does include a little bit of, rest in peace, Thunderwatch. Do you try and play up by Thunderwatch, or do you hold on to buildings by Stormcatcher?
This is the thing. You have three different types of people at this point. You have the teams that are betting on Thunderwatch ending, so they move up the hill. You have the teams that are betting on it's going to pull back down, so they're ending there on Stormcatcher, and they're opting for that. And then you have the people in between that like to play. There's pretty much two really good spots in that hill area on both sides, actually, that you can play and hold. And which
capture that point. Why are you aiming down sights at me, bro?
My bad, dog.
6 hits. 6 hits are red. I cannot complain about that. I should have had a better 6 hits. Should expect that. Jesus. I'm so involved about that. I need to reel myself in. Oh. I don't know how to do that. Oh. Bro, I swear the dude, like that dude just fucking instant transmission on the way. What the fuck just happened right there? Oh man, I don't feel like we should be losing this. Install these shots. Somehow didn't hit him right there. I shot at him. That is unfortunate. Oh my god, there's more! There's more up then. Alright, see if I can do a little ground response. I just shot him twice in the face. Unfortunate. Ooh, good kills, bro, good kills. Oh, I didn't kill any of them. A lot of hits, no kills, man. It's like a second I look away. It's so unfortunate. Can we get a win here? Like, what's going on? I feel like these guys are not good. I'm just like fumbling. I'm fumbling and I think it's killing me sometimes. I think they should help. Alright, see, I didn't hit him in the head. I didn't hit him in the head. No reason for that. You know, I just keep seeing Mr. Charles get team kill. Maybe if he wasn't like this, then he actually would be this. Because Loki, I think Mr. Charles is pretty good. Unfortunate. 300 here. Oh man, this match is not going well. Okay, like what is this? Guys, we're not playing actual Tarkov. Use your WK. I don't know what I have. We're getting rolled, dude. These guys are rolling us up. Except for right now, where we're going to have a comeback, capture all 3 points, and sustain. Go, guys. Go to B. I'll hold A. Go to B. Alright. Bro. Bro. This is the first game. I can't keep it mad. No, this one. Oh, Lord have mercy. Damn, I think I hit him in the, I think I watched my bullet dink off of this fucking, what's it called? Slap plate. Somebody on my team is like really mad. He just keeps firing one bullet. All right, there's an L. There's a pretty fat, big old L for me to take. We'll go into one more match. I'm happy to get a little bit more Battle Pass XP so I can get closer to that face mask, because I don't know if I'm going to get it just off these 2 quests, so we'll see. I think now with that XP I should be able to get to it. That's a pretty cool combo with the Predator mask and then the face shield. That's pretty dope. I do like the new cosmetics they've added in with Arena. As much as I don't play the original game by myself all that much right now. I think my friend's playing it. No Man's Sky, surveying a planet with 2 people. That sounds fun. Okay.
whichever team you end up on, you're kind of betting at that point. So it is tough. It is tough. I would almost say equally as tough as the one we saw on Launchpad earlier. When you need to make that cross for the hill, it's doomsday.
Leave No Witness setting up, being one of those three kinds of teams, the ones that believe it's ending up towards Thunderwatch. It's pretty clear what their game plan is going to be. Lock the doors and hold this side. Because with a Crypto and a Rampart, importantly, to poke and get yourself some Evo, you should be just fine for the end game, especially when you've already got some purple armors going. I know that Zilach will probably be getting the bonus off of Controller Legends that leads him to show purple. He still wants the access to the purple perk a little bit later on.
Yeah, perks definitely a great system added to the game. I've been a little bit skewed in terms of how strong and how weak some perks are, but nonetheless definitely refreshing, so to say. Being able to make strategies around specific perks is very interesting because it shakes things up for sure. Now though, speaking of shaking things up, Falcons already went out kind of mid-game last game, or is already down to the wire, going out very early on 20th, immediately getting eliminated.
In 20th is wild, and to be taken down by Team Inferno on their rotate up. We see the surprise altar plays really coming in clutch there, and really well executed by Team Inferno. It's what you have to do, be it against Falcons, be it against anyone. The play's the same.
Yeah, speaking of playing the same, 100 Thieves making these incremental advances towards the zone once again on the side where they just have to take one specific fight to be in a good spot. This is what I like to call that you're fighting for power spots, essentially. Now they're betting on the zone ending.
Oh man, hopefully we can get a W here. We need more, we can get a bunch of points. I'm gonna get this out. This dude is the champion. This dude's the champion of the arena. Oh, there's restocks. Restocks. Oh, there's one right there. There's a restock right here. Oh, look at this thing. I learned about this recently. That's crazy. There we go. I got saved. I got saved by a team. That's crazy. That's crazy. The MP7 is too good, bro. What a solid SMG. You're on point. What are you doing? Okay. I'm not sure whether I got shot on the back right there or shot through the door. Oh my god. I couldn't decide which one to aim at, so I aimed at neither. Please cap that. He shot me in the head. Damn. Ow. How is he dead, bro? I feel like he died before I pulled the trigger on my gun. How are you not dead? Okay, I need to retreat. You push. Yeah, MP7. MP7, just take the MP7 out of the game, bro. This. Damn, he got his gun up quick. I wasn't ready. How are they just dead like that? I don't get that shit. MP7's like a fucking magic machine, dude. This thing is a headshot merchant. It's like the bullets are magnetized. Maybe that's it. Maybe they put magnets on the end of the fucking MP7. Man, he was ready. He was ready. Can I get an ace spawn? Out of all the kills to get, I didn't get that one. That's crazy. Somebody called the fraud police, put me in jail. Damn. I would've got him in the face when I could. Rough. One more. One more. One more. Oh, 9 hits. I just couldn't get the kill because I'm a dog. Oh, wow. I was dead right now. But, yep. Okay. Still love me. Still love me. Oh my life, I live. You gotta get the car there. Give it to him. Oh, right. Oh, no, frame shot. Yes. Ooh, that's on me. That's on me. I'm sorry, buddy. I'm using this as a human shield for sure. Draw 5 for me. On the back, but man. Alright. Mike, there's. Oof, that's rough. That was a bigger oof than my teammate dying right there. That's rough. Big kill. WMB. Oh, I got the XP bonus plus the level up. Not bad. Not the level up, I mean the 2 quests being done. Alright, so that should push me. Yes, it does. Alright, so now I can grab this that I really wanted. Boom. Nice. I'm hoping that protects you from gold. Like, if it doesn't, that'd be really cringe, but I think it will. I'm hoping it will. And hopefully you can wear that with, like, a helmet and stuff. I'm really hoping. Nowhere close to having enough for a ref drop. I maybe should do it in exchange. 2.5 million rubles for 10 arena points is fucking crazy. I'll say that. Yeah. How close am I on this? Should be pretty close on this. So I just need 1 more blue and 3 more purple. Yeah. So I don't have enough, but I'm getting close to having enough to last. And then I will have a complete map. It should be kind of fire, I'm not gonna lie. Okay, so I need to do 1 more checkpoint match, and I also need to win 9 rounds without dying. Ugh. Ugh, that's not fun. Yeah, I could reroll that. Alright, 8 enemies, 1 match, 6,000 XP. No, don't give me that. Alright, we're going to do that. And we are going to probably try to run the Mosin, I think. I think I'm going to try out with the Mosin. You guys are going to actually see how fucking awful I am. You guys, meaning anybody watching this in the future, because right now there's nobody in my stream. Very sad. Oh. Oh. Probably hop off after this and go spend some time with Sam for the New Year's, I think.
More towards upside of the hill, so they're fighting for the tunnel on the spider caves, and now we're gonna see how this fight unfolds, because this is gonna come down to a shotgun fight.
It's the Hot Dog Mafia skittled low and taken down by the last shot out of Phony, who now may be taken down himself. Peacekeeper really quickly turns things around. No quick reset out of Jen Burton or Verhulst, at least safely, but with a couple of nades to cover their backs. Maybe, just maybe, they'll be able to get a res on Phony. Jen Burton plays anchor for the squad once again, laying down fences and, more importantly, cover. As Hot Dog Mafia managed to escape using the Void Nexus. 100 Thieves may not have won the fight very cleanly, but they did get the space they were looking for.
One thing you have to keep in mind, though, is that the longer they're here, if they don't advance on Hot Dog Mafia, it's all a matter of time before another team pulls up behind them. And if that happens and they get pinched, it's going to be a really tough time for them to make it out alive. So I'm hoping to see that they either decide to try to force something if they can, but if they can't, they might have to look into pre-planning some other options in case things go haywire.
Hot Dog Mafia are also in a place where even after their retreat, they could easily get pinched. Playing here on the low ground, any team that comes up the hill into Thunderwatch is going to see a squad with a Watson fence defending them, and against gunfire, Watson fence ain't doing much, I'll be honest with you.
Yeah, at that point, you're almost using the Watson fences as clutter to make sure that they can't shoot you as easily. But, you know, at sometimes you gotta make do with what you got, and they're making the best out of the situation right now. But, as you said, they have to make room for when things do end up getting closer, because teams are slowly moving into the zone. We see almost every single team in this zone, as opposed to the other match where a lot of teams were on the edge deciding before they went in. Now a lot of people went straight in, because like you said, as we can see here, there's only a couple teams outside of the zone because all the other teams are betting on where it's going, and all the teams up top called it correctly. Everybody on down low is going to be in a tough spot. However, all the teams on the southeast side, the likes of Orin and FYR, are actually in a good spot because they're not locked in. However, they have to get through several teams, but taking edge fights is way more advantageous than taking a fight up the hill. So we'll have to see how that unfolds.
Yeah, this whole Team Inferno area could be very quickly contested again by either Orin or FYR. I'm noticing that Shopify Rebellion got a ring scan, and ZZ in the south also got a ring scan. Shopify Rebellion. Well, I was expecting to have a slightly more dominant performance today. Still could. We've only played 2 games so far. And ZZ, who have already won a game themselves, seem to be opting into the same rotational path as 5-star and 100 Thieves. Very curious to see how this turns out, especially because they do have survey beacons on the way in to change the plan should they need to.
Creamer Esports here in D-Gap as well. As I said before, there's 2 areas on that hill that is really good to play. For you guys at home that like to play ranked, if you want to play one area, those are the 2 spots that you want to play. Always a nice little thing. Team Inferno sitting very comfortably in what we used to consider a god spot, because the zone used to end there quite a lot. But now, like we said, on the edge of things, ZC once again looking to see if there's any teams here, and they're looking to take a fight. They potentially saw somebody. Let's have a small listening and see if they're going to take a fight.
I don't know. I don't know what's going on.
We're guys close.
Yeah, there.
It's 2 teams, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, definitely.
They TP'd wall.
It's a Gibby team holding all the way up top.
Just come back and get
Right, crossing.
What the fuck?
Okay, no, bro.
They go, come on.
Good bubble up into FYR as well. So now that you have 3 teams holding out their bags, a lot of these teams are gonna fall as Circle 3 closing is in 1 minute.
And leave no witnesses, they are really laughing right now. Sitting up on high ground, they prioritized it early, they locked the doors with the Rampart, they've still got a crypto defensive EMP ready to go. I know that we aren't into placement territory yet, I know that they haven't won the game, and who's to say if they're even likely to, but the positioning prediction alone does look really good on paper for teams like Leave No Witnesses, Exterminators, 100 Thieves even, who tried to take that position earlier, and it could look good for Virtus Pro as they take an engagement.
Huge EMP, but did you see that immediately down by the double PK shot? Could not even react. Did a good spray with that R9, but when you get barrels off by 2 PKs, there's really not much you can do to react. Nice retaliation right there by VP, and that's exactly what you gotta do. If somebody swings you, you gotta double, triple swing that, and they can't react.
Virtus Pro in a very tough spot. They've got FYR Strays looking at them, and they've got Shopify Rebellion coming at them from the east side. A lot of teams gonna have to converge all the way by Stormcatcher with no real cover and no real buildings as ZZ make their rotate in, of course, with the Trident, of course, with the bubble, but importantly, with the Kraber on 0.
They're actually safe where they're at right now. Just a little few more inches in towards, and they could even play down here by the boxes as they actually score downs as well. Several teams are shooting at the first team to go there, but when you're the last team and your back is cleared, you have a lot more leeway to do stuff. CC making that play of not going too early is very conservative, and that's exactly how you need to play it when you're in these high hot areas.
All right, bolt action. This is not my go-to for the most part.
Bomb, I'm flying. Wow.
Whoa, what the fuck? Holy shit.
That's fair. And then, shit, you fell. Oh yeah. You made me fall, dude.
Sorry,
nice.
bro, I didn't mean to bring you down, bro. I won't do it again.
Yeah, no, I've been trying out, honestly, for like 20 games by now. There's an invisible, like, rod in the air. You can just, like, float.
I see the vision. Hold on, did you see the vision? Oh, I see the vision, okay. That's satisfying. Let's see, got it. Oh my god, that did not go well. Ooh, this is gonna stop. Oh, I missed! I just fucking hit the stage! I hit the stage! Oof. Is that... oh... Okay. I see the vision with the TCAP. I really do. I think this shit is kind of bonkers. Take me. Just do it. Come on, I know you want to. That's so fun. This is okay. This is actually super fun. I missed. Oh no! It's so easy. It's so easy. It's so easy. Oh my gosh. They're gonna let you buy the TCAP from that. Man, Mr. Air just kind of missed. Alright, I gotta be reading. So guys then. Good kill. hit him twice. Markov Arena. So fast. So fast. Dude, I missed so badly right there. Whatever. That guy's not dead. Nice. This mobility feels so good. I'm not gonna lie, like I love this animation. Ah, man. The long B spawn is rough, man. Bro, how am I missing? Is it the Ergo? Am I tripping? The double line with Saiga 12. So that was pretty funny. I'll give him. Oh, good run. Yeah, I need to lock in. I need to lock in and start hitting these bolty shots. I did hit him. I'm just gonna kill him. Rough. I'll push forward, boys. Nice, they're pulling it back. They're pulling it back. Oh my gosh. Stealth capsule. Oh, that's dope. No! What are you doing there, bro? And I think back upon this match, and I wonder, would it have played out differently if I was not playing with the Mosin? GG's to you too, GPU Gabu. Oh man. Now the Mosin's so much fucking fun. I know that I like played kind of shit right there with it, but it was fun. Like I can see why people are running that. I got to get the Archangel for it and then put the Razor on. I think that's going to be where it's at. Get the 10 round mags for it. Yeah. Let's see. Which one was it? Sniper. So what level? I think I need level 9 for the Archangel. Yeah, geez. So I got to level that thing a bunch. Yeah. So I'll play some more with that. So now I did that. I just need to do one more. Gotta win a blast game. Oh, I guess I'll play a team fight match. I gotta win a team fight match. I'll do team fight. Yeah, I'll do a team fight match. Let's go. What let's play Enforcer. Bay 5 or Chop Shop? Yeah, that works for me. Bay 5 and Chop Shop work for me. Just gotta get a W here.
Not much the Durags could have done, but Nice Guys may be able to hold on where Durags fell. With a little bit of cover, even provided by the death boxes. ZZ.
Nope, Shopify Rebellion getting some downs.
Finish off this team, but having some trouble doing so. Nice Guys pretty safe. Shopify Rebellion, unfortunately not.
I just watched Shopify Rebellion get a down, and then they just got reversed, I guess. Okay, next match. It's fine. Dude, they're not having a good day. This was not a good day for them. Holy shit.
We've seen this quite a couple of times. TSM is going to be very happy. Zone spammers already moving in and reading the zone properly. So as these teams are moving in towards the zone, there's a lot of playable area here. So
there's
more than room
a really good zone
for
pool
everybody essentially to make a spot here. We'll have to see if teams
they're in this top left area. They actually have a good spot to move. This is a very good area to hold. Late, there's a good chance the zone pulls right to this location.
Lands in the choke right next to them. This could be coming out, and we go down into a PK fight immediately with the bubble. Dupe right here on the roof with the bubble.
Put me right into the action. This is why I love E-District. You love the playable space towards the end, but what if we actually don't have all teams making it there? Dupe just holding down the fort on the roof, dodging Skynades, and Panic kind of keeping tabs on them. I don't imagine the fight actually breaks out here. We're gonna just kind of hold this roof, right? Surely they don't send TSM.
I mean,
they could send TSM. I would send TSM. They're in the better place.
If you want to fight, now is the time to fight before more kids are moving into the potential 3P. But if they don't fight within the next,
that's what I was saying. They should just drop on them.
30 seconds to absolute most a minute. They probably
especially with the Peacekeeper,
unless they catch somebody off guard.
We are going to run the M60 and see if we can't squeak out a win on it. Ooh, actually, let me fucking just run this RSAS. RSAS is going to be way better for this. Even though I'm running the Grinch face, I'll just run the RSAS.
Or something like that, but that's it.
Oh, Chop Shop team fight. I think I've only played this map once on team fight. Yeah, this you know, coming back from this, like this thing now feels like it has super low ergo, 62 ergo. Like, why does that feel so low? This man just sniffed me. Oh god. Okay, we got a team kill. Super unfortunate.
Are you retarded? Are you retarded? Brother, I was on our side of the map. Like, what the fuck are you shooting? What the fuck are you shooting?
I low-key liked your impression of him a lot.
He fucked.
What's up over there? Oh, never mind. Goddamn Ruskies!
You fucking suck.
Kill him!
What's your favorite part about anime titties? All of it. I like the one when they're on men. I'm back. Just pretending to be a pussy. Okay. Still love you. That guy, he was running around crazy like.
Damn Ivans!
bro. Stop, bro.
Нашего зацепило! Huh.
As it seems right now, they are looking to just play it slow, play the rooftop. We have a solid spot. Let's see where it plays from here.
Definitely. Well, quick little hit. We got Crypto banned after match number 3. Watson was picked 16 times with an 80% pick rate. She will be the next to fall. But a ton of people picking up not only Watson, but Alter, Mad Maggie. And Wraith is kind of that niche pick. I will let you guys know that Blinkster is still locked on to Wraith, still looking for the kidnaps. And Panic, you said they weren't going to send him. Dupe down, Panic down. Jet has to clutch. But on the Watson, we are going to see him just totally dip on out. MT was right on the other side, looking to try and hunt him. And that shield disparity. Oh, man, you better start fencing.
Luckily, when you're playing a character that has the extended shield as well, helps you quite a little bit at least, but not happy with that play as DGAP was the first team to make that play on them because they don't really want to coexist if they can avoid it. DGAP finding that play on them is is huge for them, because now that allows them to play several floors and denying even more space on other teams, potentially leading to more KP later down the road.
Well, at least we get a moment to breathe for Decap, right? We're just like, hey, TSM is out of here. And now they have to leave such a preferred spot in that circle to go hit the regain, find a crafter, get the teammates on back. And it's not going to be easy to do when you still have a ton of teams moving in from the southern side, like Nice Guys, Sentinels, and Leave No Witness, breaking out the Sheilas. They've made their way nearby into a position they can play from, thanks to Rampart.
Yeah, I think Dia is very happy with the huge amount of display of Rampart here in the America region, where EU tend to actually, I think they got Alter banned quite early, and I believe I saw Apex South had Alter banned quite early as well. Well, not quite early, but earlier. As we see now in America, so people are opting to get the crypto ban instead, and now Watson is getting banned before Alter. So that's an interesting play to see for sure. That also leads to less Wraith, because there's no reason to pick Wraith when you have Ultra unlocked, is what a lot of these teams tend to go for. But however, some of these teams, or in esports specifically, opting for the Wraith rather, and also picking that Maggie.
Oh, well, Orin Esports here. 13th overall, 9 points. Need to come up on the back half of the series, which, you know, it's not too late to make a play for the top of the leaderboard, considering how tight-knit the top couple teams are. It leaves a lot of room for everyone else to kind of move around and try to salvage some points on the overall day.
Yeah, I mean, it's not there yet, but it's getting there for sure. Because if you fumble this game, that means you need nuke of games for the last like 2 games, and you never want it to be to that point where you're where your ass is against the wall and you're just waiting for it to, you know, you gotta make it happen, or it's over. Because I didn't really see, this is the hardest part when you're watching several regions and you're trying to keep track of all these points as well, right? You need to make sure to see where do we have to place to make it through, and if you're one of those teams that have to either just make it to the regional finals, and then at worst case you have to win regional finals, and then even worse, if you don't make it there, you have to win top 2 in LCQ. All of a sudden you need to make these games really count, and you don't want to let it happen to just the last final game.
So our storyline for the Last Chance qualifier is just pure a shot in the dark. That's what it is. And what I said it earlier in EMEA, that after my years of watching Survivor, shots in the dark almost never work out. It is the scariest thing you could try to do. But for those that have their dreams come true and it pays off, global land stage is going to be really nice for them. Over to the Falcons, though. 7 points on the day, 15th place. You're talking about a nuke of a game. They need one.
Yeah, we also saw them go out about mid-ish on the previous games as well. In general, 7 points is nothing to be happy with. They're definitely not happy currently. And as we see the zone move more towards City Hall-ish rather than up towards the water, these areas are becoming a lot more tougher to play, because the southern end is actually super high ground, hovering the northern side. So when you get to that point, the collapsation that the collapsing that happens on the north side becomes even rougher when you have the deciding team on the southern side, where we saw DGAP fight TSM earlier, and Exterminator has also moved into the same building, I believe. So once that problem happens, it's just a free-for-all for the teams down below, whereas the teams above will be raining down hell on them.
Well, at least the teams that are making their way into the circle now, they may be late 100%, but you're playing for that next circle information, that next zone, so you can plan that course of action. The tough part about where it's going, yes, a ton of people can live in that area and coexist, but not all 20 teams are going to make it towards that mid to late game. And for Durags, who just made sure they've got all 3 players, they're sitting triple blue, they've got to enter on down through the south side. But TSM, who wouldn't normally be here, are still lurking about solely because they had to hit a full team reset.
Yeah, and that's all about the timing as well, is that when you're on the same pace as other teams, because of the fact that, you know, one team might just be late, but one team had to reset, all of a sudden they get held by one team. And it just comes down to, 1, did you scout the other team that's on the same pace as you? And 2, which team gets held out first and gets opened up for the 3P essentially. So you have to make sure that you actually find all of your angles and actually scout properly ahead of time to see which choke is free or not, because there's so many choke entrances here that you can
Нормально, нормально, живем, пацаны. С утра выпил, весь день свободен. Стоять! Но шкура цела, уже неплохо. Кто на чем, что почем, Да они вообще все молодцы, пидоры! Сука, засрал мне все штаны! Армани, бля, сука, ты чё?
like that mic should not have died that fast. It's kind of weird. Oh my god, bro. There's always room for you if you believe in. Okay, how are the target janitors doing? Let's check in. Oh, it's not bad. Jeez, who's over? Dang, look at that. I appreciate the kit you did, dude. It's nice. This gun is not meant for long. Maybe for a burst fire. Let's see. Yeah, that feels pretty good. Like. From that distance, you're gonna want. You're gonna want to. That's pretty fun. Probably run that my next raid. Pretty cool little kit. 61 ergo, 119 recoil. Recoil is insane, but I am shooting these bad boys out of it, so at least I'll kill anything I hit. All right. Oh yeah. Let me load up that kit just a little bit. Let's see. Let's go ahead and bring 20 of those. Bring 10 of these. I'll bring some of these. Probably buy a few extra before we hop off. Alright. I'm going to be calling a night for the stream. I'll play a little music on the outro, but to anybody that is watching right now or in the future, have a nice rest of your night. I'm going to go watch the ball drop with Sam and have a nice rest of my night with her. Peace out.